Buenas tardes, Year 4, and welcome to another Spanish lesson. I hope that you are all keeping well, keeping safe, and that you've had a great week so far of online learning. Today we are going to start a brand new topic, and here is a little bit of a clue. So, the question that's just come up there, ¿Qué tiempo hace? What's the weather like? So by the end of the lesson, I hope you will all be able to answer that question. And I've just had a little bit of fun here and tried to recreate the classroom. And I've got a child saying, "How do you say rainbow in Spanish, Miss Shah?" And as you can see through the window, there is un arco iris, a rainbow. And of course, our Spanish dictionaries that I like to have on the bookshelf. Okay, let's start our lesson. So, just a reminder, because it's been a little while, we've had half term since our last Spanish lesson. Still the same procedure. You can email your work to spanish@grange.harrow.sch.uk and you will get class chart points and a shout out and a thank you from me. And well done to the children that did have a go at the role play in the last Spanish lesson. I had a really amazing one from Asia that hopefully you saw in the shout out video. So well done again. What you will need: necesitas unas hojas de papel, some paper, un lápiz, a pencil or a pen, which would be un boli. You will need today una regla, a ruler, and unos lápices de color, some colouring pencils or crayons or felt tip pens. Okay, so pause the video, go and get whatever you need so that you are ready. Okay, so our date today, everyone, is Viernes el, and then we need to find the number 12 in Spanish. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now how do we spell that word? Muy bien, D-O-C-E. Then we have de, which means of, and then we need the word for June, a new month. So, junio is the word, but how do we spell it? Think about the J. What sound does it make in Spanish? Well done. It's the H sound. So it's J-U-N-I-O. So what I want you to do is copy down the date and the LI, which is to combine vocabulary from different topic areas. Whilst I'm reading through the success criteria, you could copy that down. The success criteria is: I know the vocabulary for different types of weather. I know the vocabulary for the days of the week. I can describe the weather on different days of the week. So that's what we're going to combine together. Some new words with some words that you learnt probably when you were in year 3. Okay, so pause the video if you need any more time. Remember, in those gaps in the date, it's 12 in the first gap and junio in the second gap. And the way we would say 2020, 2020. Well done, year 4. Excellent. So let's do a bit of recap from our last lesson where we were at the fruit market, the fruit and vegetable market. And we had sentences like shown on the screen. So we had the market seller saying, "Buenos días, ¿qué desea?" Do you remember what that means? Muy bien. Good morning or good day, what would you like? And in the little role play, I said, "Yo quiero," I want, or I would like, "dos cebollas, por favor." Test of your memory. What's cebolla? Perfecto. It's the onions. And how many did I want? Well done. 2 of them. And then we started to up-level that script as well by adding in me gustan las cebollas. And that was some vocabulary about opinions that we did right at the beginning of the topic. What does me gusta mean? I like. Well done. And why have I added an N here? Muy bien, because it's more than one onion. Okay, excellent. So that was our little bit of recap. Now let's go on to our new learning. ¿Qué tiempo hace? What's the weather like? Can you say that question after me? ¿Qué tiempo hace? Well done. Okay. So in Spain, this is a map of Spain. There is quite often quite a lot of sunshine. Not always, but a lot of the time. And we are going to learn lots of different ways to describe the weather because the weather changes a lot, especially here in England. Before we go on to that, can anybody find the capital city of Spain? Perfecto. It's Madrid, right there in the middle, okay? And what are those numbers? Muy bien. Those numbers are the temperature, okay? And we're going to do a little bit of work on giving the temperature in different places as well. Okay, vamos, let's go. So for each of the phrases, I'm going to read it out and I want you to say it after me. And also see if you can think of an action to help you remember it. Okay, hace sol. Your turn. Hace sol. Muy bien. Now my action is usually to kind of draw a sun, a big circle in the air with my hands, okay? But you might pick something different, that's fine. Hace calor. Muy bien, it's hot, okay? So you'll go, hace calor. Excelente. So you might do your action like you're trying to fan yourself because it's just too hot. Muy bien. So let's do those 2 again. So we had hace sol and hace calor. Okay, the opposite now, hace frío. So you might just want to copy what the lady's doing in the picture, okay? Pretending that you are cold. Think of the word frío to do with fridge, okay? So a place that's very cold. One more time, my go and then your go. Hace frío. Well done, year 4. Okay, let's move on. Hace viento. My turn and then your turn. Hace viento. Excelente. So the V has a kind of soft B sound. Viento. Muy bien. So let's do those 2 again. Hace frío, it's cold. Hace viento, it's windy. Muy bien. Now this is probably the most tricky one to say because the spelling and the sound sound a bit strange together, okay? So listen very carefully. Remember our double L in Spanish is a Y sound, so it's like this. Llueve. Llueve. My turn and then your turn. Llueve. Perfecto. It's raining. Okay, I think there is 1 or 2 more coming up. Nieva. Nieva. Your turn. Muy bien. Nieva. It is snowing. Okay, let's see how good your memories are. So I'm going to call one out and I want you to point to your screen. Okay, ready? Hace calor. Muy bien if you pointed to the hot with the temperature. Next one is hace viento. Hace viento. Muy bien. It's the wind, windy. Next one is hace frío. Well done, year 4. It's cold, the fridge one. And the next one is llueve. Llueve. Fantastico, it's raining. And the next one is hace sol. Easy peasy, isn't it, that one? The sun. Okay, it's sunny. And the last one, nieva. Nieva. Good. The only one that's left, it's snowing. Well done, year 4. Now, this is where we are going to go back to some learning from a long time ago. Los días de la semana. What are those? Excelente. They are the days of the week. Okay. Now, see if you can, just on your piece of paper, write down any of the Spanish days of the week that you can remember. We've already had one in our date today, so you should already have Friday written down, viernes. See if you can remember any of the other ones. Don't worry too much about spelling. Just see if you can note down any that you remember, and I'm going to show you them all in the next slide. So just pause the video, write down what you think. Excelente. So check your answers against these and then say them after me. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Perfecto. And just be careful that on miércoles and sábado, you need to have those little accent lines on the E and the A because they are parts of the spelling. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We've got our days of the week and we have got our weather vocabulary. We're going to revise one more thing before we go on to the task. Okay, so now I know that children at Grange are pretty good at counting up to 10 in Spanish. We've already done it when we were doing our date. So I'm going to start from 11, from once. I want you to count with me. Once, doce, trece, catorce, quince, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done, everybody. And moving on to the last column, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done. How would we say 31? Excelente. 31. Well done, year 4, and so on. Okay. So these are your 2 challenges today. You can choose whether you want to, well, everybody should have a go at challenge 1. And if you want to extend and do challenge 2 as well, fantastic. But don't worry if you just want to concentrate on challenge 1. So I want you to predict the weather for the next week. Okay? So there's no real right or wrong answer because you're making a prediction. Yeah? So you're going to draw out a table just like I have drawn, ideally with a ruler and a pencil. And you need to have 3 columns if you're doing challenge 1 and 4 columns if you're doing challenge 2. In the first column, it says el día, the day. So I've started you off. The whole of the first row is an example, okay? El lunes. So I think on Monday, it's going to be hot and sunny. I hope so anyway. And the way that I have shown that is in a picture. A dibujo is a drawing or a picture, and in a frase, in a phrase. So I've said hace sol y hace calor. Okay, it's going to be sunny and hot. Remember, y means and. I've also extended that and predicted what temperature I think it might be. Okay, I've said 20 grados. Grados is degrees, which remember, that's the unit that we measure temperature in. So I think it's going to be about 20 degrees Celsius on Monday. I could be wrong, but this is my prediction. Okay, so I want you to fill in the rest of the table. So what would be the next day of the week? Muy bien, el martes. Okay, all the way down to el domingo, Sunday. Fill in your picture, fill in your phrase. Now you might have to go back and look at the spellings for the types of weather. And like I said, if you want to, predict the temperature as well. Excelente. Well done, Year 4. Hope that's nice and clear. Looking forward to receiving that work. And if you're feeling like you want even more practice, go on to the Grange online learning website, and in the weekly planner for Year 4, I've put a link there to a website where you can watch a video where it repeats a lot of the vocabulary that I've introduced, so just more practice. And there are also some links to games that you can play. And that weekly planner is the document that Miss Sporhan showed you in a video earlier this week. Okay, so it's under the Year 4 tab on the Grange website. If you prefer, and you've been having a go already on Purple Mash Spanish, you can try the weather activities. So remember, the topic is el tiempo. Okay, and finally, a reminder. Remember to send a picture of your work to spanish@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Year 4, for taking part in the lesson, listening to me, and thank you in advance for sending in your work. And feliz fin de semana. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. Adios for now.